Indiana Fever vs. New York Liberty, watch live and injury updates. Brace yourselves for a high-stakes WNBA rematch tonight, as the Indiana Fever return to Brooklyn's Barclays Center, for the second time in just 7 days, to face the surging New York Liberty. But here's where the drama peaks. While New York celebrates the long-awaited return of towering center Jonquel Jones from her ankle injury, Indiana faces another night without superstar rookie Caitlin Clark. The stakes couldn't be higher in this fourth and final regular season clash between the rivals. The Liberty enter tonight's battle riding a 3-game winning streak and boasting the Eastern Conference's best record at 15-6. With Jones 6 feet 6 inches from back in action after a month-long absence, during which the team went 9-0 before her injury, New York's lineup regains its reigning WNBA Finals MVP. Meanwhile, the Fever continue grappling with the absence of Clark, who remains sidelined with that persistent groin injury. And this is the part that's frustrating Fever fans. Despite actively observing practices and attending tonight's game, Clark remains medically inactive as doctors evaluate her recovery timeline. Tonight's showdown tips off at 8 p.m. Eastern on ESPN, with streaming options including ESPN+, Fubo, Hulu Live TV, and WNBA League Pass. Let's break down the essentials. Key matchup dynamics *. New York dominated their last meeting on July 16 with a 98-77 victory when Clark was also absent. Liberty stars Sabrina Ionescu and Breanna Stewart average a devastating 37.4 points combined. Ionescu, fresh off her historic third WNBA All-Star three-point contest win, brings elite shooting, 95.5% FT, 18.65 ppg. Fever guard Kelsey Mitchell now shoulders extra offensive responsibility in Clark's absence. Controversial angle *. Does New York's advantage feel amplified by Clark's absence? Some argue these matchups haven't truly tested the Liberty's championship mettle. What do you think? Should asterisks accompany these wins? Confirmed lineups *. New York Liberty *. Sabrina Ionescu, G., Oregon alum, 5 feet 11 inches, married to Raiders center Hronis Grasu. Natasha Cloud, G. Breanna Stewart, F. Leonie Febick, F. Jonquel Jones, C. Back in action. Indiana Fever *. Ari McDonald, G. Kelsey Mitchell, G. Sophie Cunningham, F. Natasha Howard, F. Aaliyah Boston, C. Injury report *. Liberty, missing Emma Mies Seaman, C. and Nyara Sabauli, F. Fever, Caitlin Clark remains out, groin, no return timeline. Upcoming schedules *. New York Liberty *. July 25 vs. Phoenix Mercury. July 26 vs. Los Angeles Sparks. July 28 at Dallas Wings. July 30 at Minnesota Lynx. Indiana Fever *. July 24 vs. Las Vegas Aces. July 27 at Chicago Sky. July 30 vs. Phoenix Mercury. As Brooklyn buzzes with Jones' return, Fever supporters wonder, can Indiana upset the conference leaders without their phenom? Sound off below. Do you see this as a statement game for the Liberty or a missed opportunity for a true rivalry test? Watch Fever vs. Liberty and more July WNBA games on ESPN. Stop scrolling. The race to the 2025 WNBA playoffs is about to hit full throttle, and every game could tilt the balance between championship dreams and early vacations. The All-Star break is already ancient history, so from here on out every possession matters. But here's where it gets controversial. The very first marquee game after the break is a rematch of last year's finals, and some fans insist that this single 40-minute battle will reveal whether the defending champs are truly built for a dynasty, or were just a one-season wonder. Below you'll find the complete late July viewing guide for all WNBA matchups that will appear on ESPN platforms. All tip-off times are listed in Eastern Time, so you can plan snacks, watch parties, or that subtle working from home afternoon. Tuesday slate. Los Angeles Sparks at Washington Mystics, 7:30 p.m. on ESPN3. Indiana Fever at New York Liberty, 8 p.m. on ESPN, ESPN Plus and Disney Plus. Chicago Sky at Minnesota Lynx, 8 p.m. on ESPN3. Atlanta Dream at Las Vegas Aces, 10 p.m. on ESPN. Dallas Wings at Seattle Storm, 10 p.m. on ESPN3. July 27th weekend double feature. Indiana Fever at Chicago Sky, 3 p.m. on ABC, ESPN Plus and Disney Plus. Las Vegas Aces at Dallas Wings, 4 p.m. on ESPN3. July 28th Monday night matchup. Seattle Storm at Connecticut Sun, 7 p.m. on ESPN3. New York Liberty at Dallas Wings, 8 p.m. on ESPN. July 30th midweek triple header. Phoenix Mercury at Indiana Fever, 7 p.m. on ESPN3. Atlanta Dream at Dallas Wings, 8 p.m. on ESPN3. New York Liberty at Minnesota Lynx, 8 p.m. on ESPN. Need an easy way to tune in? Every one of these broadcasts is filed neatly inside ESPN's WNBA streaming hub. One link, countless layups. If you crave even more data, player efficiency ratings, injury updates, long-read features, bookmark the dedicated WNBA homepage on ESPN.com. And this is the part most people miss. With Disney Plus now simulcasting select games, families who normally open the app for Marvel movies can stumble into Sabrina Ionescu drilling a logo 3. That wider exposure could be a game-changer for the league's audience growth, or will it dilute the die-hard community feel? Audience challenge. Do you relish the extra mainstream spotlight, or do you worry the league might chase casual eyeballs at the cost of core fans? Which upcoming matchup do you believe will carry the biggest playoff implications? Sound off in the comments, agree, disagree, or pitch a hot take we haven't heard yet. Caitlin Clark's groin injury update, Fever's playoff hopes hang in balance. In a surprising twist, the Indiana Fever's star guard, Caitlin Clark, will sit out the upcoming game against the New York Liberty. This absence comes as Clark continues to recover from a right groin injury she sustained during a match against the Connecticut Sun last week. But here's where it gets controversial. Clark's injury has sparked discussions about the team's playoff prospects without her on the court. Coach Stephanie White has revealed that Clark traveled with the team to New York to meet with doctors ahead of the game. While no official medical update has been released, White hinted that a clearer timeline for Clark's return might emerge after the consultation. This development adds a layer of uncertainty to the Fever's season, especially considering Clark's significant impact on the team's performance. With a current record of 12-11, the Fever find themselves in the thick of the WNBA playoff race. Clark's absence has already taken a toll, with the team posting a 4-7 record in games she hasn't played, including a loss in the Commissioner's Cup title game. As the team faces tough opponents in the upcoming games, including the Liberty, Las Vegas Aces, and Phoenix Mercury, Clark's prolonged absence could jeopardize their playoff hopes. And this is the part most people miss. If Clark misses a substantial amount of time, she might not return to a team still in contention for the playoffs. This scenario raises questions about the team's strategy and Clark's long-term health. Here's the latest on Clark's situation. She has been officially ruled out for the game against the Liberty. Coach White remains cautious about setting a return date, emphasizing a day-by-day approach based on Clark's medical evaluations. How did Clark's injury happen? During the Fever's victory over the Sun, she experienced discomfort in her groin after making an assist and was promptly substituted out. This injury marks a significant setback for Clark, who has previously maintained a remarkable injury-free record throughout her collegiate career and her rookie season in the WNBA. As fans eagerly await updates on Clark's condition, the Fever face a critical period in their season. The team's ability to navigate the challenges ahead without their star player will be a true test of their resilience and depth. What are your thoughts on Clark's injury and its impact on the Fever's playoff chances? Share your opinions in the comments below.